Consumer sentiment, the way people feel about their jobs, finances, and the economy, dropped to near historic lows this month.
I've officially reached that age where my Christmas list no longer consists of things that I actually want, and it consists of things that I need. Like, this year's Christmas list is gonna be gas money, car insurance money, electric bill.
So, what body parts are we selling to be able to afford our kids' Christmas this year? Because we have 3 that we have to buy for. And I tallied up their Christmas list today, and I'm going to have to sell a kidney or a lung or something. Like,
nobody's getting anything for Christmas. In this economy, no. I'm not paying my car payment, and I'm not paying my insurance this month. I don't have money for any of this shit.
People just aren't feeling great about the economy going into this holiday season. The government just went through the longest shutdown in US history. Benefits have been taken away from millions of Americans. Car insurance and home insurance premiums are higher than ever. Inflation continues to make everyday necessities like groceries a struggle. The list goes on and on and on. Yet, these reports suggest that Americans will spend more than ever this holiday season.
According to the National Retail Federation, this year Americans are planning to spend around $890 per person.
Really?
Well, to buy holiday gifts, food, decor, and more. Well, yeah, it does seem like a lot. Yeah. The largest piece of the holiday spending pie, of course, the gifts. More than 600 of those dollars expected to go toward presents.
Who's we? No, we ain't. The media is trying to brainwash people into celebrating Christmas this year. I'm spending $900 on rent. How about that? I couldn't even buy Halloween candy. I don't know what the f you guys are talking about. My family getting a meal and a hug. I got you next year, boo. These commenters seem to have the same general reaction that I did when I heard this report. $900 per person is a lot of money. I mean, yeah, sure, those numbers could sound average if you're a high earner, but to hear that this is the average for all Americans, that seems crazy high. But there is a trend going around on TikTok that kind of shows the reality of how much some people really spend during the holidays. And it's eye-opening. Some parents have been asking other parents how much they budget on average per child for Christmas gifts. And look, I'm not trying to look down on parents for treating their kids well and getting them awesome gifts for Christmas, because when I'm a parent, I'm sure I'm going to want to spoil my kids too. But apparently what I consider a generous amount is nowhere close to what some people budget for their children.
I have a serious question, parents. How much do you guys spend on your kids for Christmas? I'm curious. I don't know an exact number for me personally, but I know the minimum is like $1,300 per kid. I'm gonna try to keep track this year so I can really see what I spend my money on, but put in the comments how much you spend. I'm curious.
I have a question. What is your Christmas budget this year? Like, not just for like immediate family, but like for everybody. Like, how much are you wanting to spend? I feel like this year is a lot different for everybody. So I don't even know what I'm spending.
I saw a post in a mum's group recently asking how much people were spending on their kids for Christmas, and the answers were basically 2 camps. A bunch of people saying $1,000 per child, and another camp of people saying, oh my god, are people really spending $1,000 per child? It made me wonder, is it normal now to spend $1,000 per child on Christmas?
About $800 per kid. I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. Also, got myself a TV, LOL. I will probably be spending about $100 to $150 per kid. I have 3, but I'm a single income household and I can't really spend more than that. But my kids are older and they understand I would do what I can. $300 to $400 per kid. My older 2 will be closer to the $400, younger closer to the $300. I don't really care about cost equity, mostly happiness equity. But to be honest, this still feels like way too much. 2 kids and $1,200 to $1,400 per kid. It's cheaper when they're younger and you buy them toys. When they're teens, it's easy to spend $1,000 per child. $1,000? Mine are getting $150 to $200 max each. $1,000 is normal. I'm spending $1,200 to $1,300 on my 19-month-old. You do you, but I wouldn't call it normal. We have 2 kids. We spend $500 to $600 per kid, usually 10 to 20 gifts. Depends on the year and what they need. $300 is the lowest, but the most has been $1,500. I have 4 kids. Not cutting back, spending $1,500 to $2,000 per kid for a 16 and 14-year-old. $1,000 each, I have 4. This year about $12K on 4 kids. We are gifting a Disney cruise to go on in January. So $10K is for a family of 6. Then $500 per kid. but I love Christmas and that $500 is things the kids will use. These responses seem to have a really wide range from $100 to $200 per kid all the way up to $1,000 to $2,000 per kid. I know this last one here sounds especially crazy, but spending $10,000 on a Disney cruise for a family of 6 does sound about right. I just really hope that they saved up the money for it beforehand and they're not going into debt just to take a vacation, because that would be a horrible financial decision. But going into debt for holiday spending isn't all that uncommon. A lot of people these days are actually using buy now, pay later to finance holiday purchases. Adobe estimates that people relied on $18.2 billion of buy now, pay later financing in the 2024 holiday season. That is estimated to increase to $20.2 billion this year. So, despite a lot of people struggling these days, these videos really paint a picture of how much people love to spend during the holidays. And we can see it in the data too. According to Capital One Research, in 2024, Black Friday online revenue exceeded $10.8 billion. And this year, that number was $11.8 billion. And that's just online shopping for one single day. How about spending for the entire holiday shopping season, which spans from November 1st to December 31st? Well, it looks like 2025 will be another record year. Look at this wild chart here from Adobe for Business. $920 billion in 2022, $955 billion in 2023, $984 billion in 2024. And, as the trend suggests, it is projected to be over $1 trillion for the first time ever in 2025.
A new survey by the University of Michigan finds consumer sentiment about personal finances and the economy is nearing record lows.
This year is definitely going to be on a budget.
But the National Retail Federation predicts that won't stop Americans from spending this holiday season. The group anticipates more than $1 trillion in total sales. Each person expected to spend an average of $890 on gifts, food, and decor.
So we're going into debt to buy gifts, the economy sucks, and consumer sentiment is at an all-time low. Yet, the spending just keeps going up and up and up. You would think the least these corporations can do is help us out with some awesome deals during the holidays, right? Well, no. They're out there trying to actively screw us with shady Black Friday scams and fake sales. Look at all of these people exposing how corporations increase prices during Black Friday and try to pretend that they go on sale, but in reality, they just return to their normal everyday prices.
If you didn't already know, Black Friday is a scam. Let me show you how I know. I'm going to a Sex and the City themed party tonight. So I bought these shoes from Nine West last week. So cute, right? I bought them for $49.99 last week. Here's that picture. Here's that screenshot. Today, it's a long story, but I'm having some issues with the shipping. And so I go back on the website. Look how much they are. Look at how much they have marked them up. It says they're originally $95. Now they've marked them down. But if you use this Black Friday code, they're 50% off. So that just means that they are exactly what they were to begin with, right? So it's not a discount at all.
I have come across a Black Friday scam like no other in Michaels. I am an avid Michaels shopper and I know prices. And let me show you some crazy shit. I build winter villages, okay, with these houses. Okay, I know the price. It is $6.49. I'll include a picture. Now, these are 50% off today, so I thought I was gonna come in here and get it for $3.20. No, $12.99. It cost more today than it usually does. You ready for the most insane part? Price check? There used to be a price check here. Every single price check has been removed. I was here last week, they were here.
Check out this awesome Black Friday deal. $2.29. I wonder what it was originally. Interesting.
That's how they do it. $49. Yo, look. It just says like was $49.
So we know that businesses pull off scams during the holidays. We know that corporations are driven by greed. We know that a lot of this holiday spending is just simply a waste of money. But overall, we really don't seem to care. The sales numbers keep going up every year. People keep on buying stuff. And it doesn't look like the trend is slowing down anytime soon. no matter how many angry posts we see on social media that say otherwise. Look, I love Christmas and the holidays. I'm not saying that it's evil and that we should cancel it. I think we just need to reprioritize what it's all about. Stop focusing on the overconsumption and overspending. Do we really need that plastic bear cup that's going to end up in a landfill in a few months? Why are we wasting our time waiting in line for a Target bag that's filled with crap that no one wants? Let's focus more on spending time with loved ones, taking time off work and the grind and the hustle, and using the free time on things you actually enjoy doing. Soak in the holiday spirit without breaking the bank. Stop letting these greedy corporations fool you into thinking that the holidays means you need to hand over your hard-earned money to them. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences on holiday spending in the comments below. Let me know how you prioritize spending your holidays and your money, and I'll try to respond to as many comments as I can. Hope you enjoyed this video, and see you all next time.